And yes, we do have the trench run from the Titan mech, absolutely just destroying these poor aggravators. Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to another Beyond All Reason cast. We have a 6v6 here today on Ditched. It's like version 5 or something. Either way, I hope you guys do enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. So let's get started. On the west side here, in the warmer colors, we have none other than Damien68, Patrick's, Sugar Slim, Lasagne, Carol Lands, and Zold for this. And on the right side in the cool colors, we have Kev McGels, Cruz, War Advocates, which, Vespiro, Crazy Pie Guy, and Delbar. Thankfully, none of these names are too hard to pronounce for me. So, yeah, with that out of the way, just going over the true score stats, it looks like the teams are relatively even. I might favor... Yeah, they're relatively even. I'd say I might favor this right side, just because Delbar might just be a lot better than the rest of these guys. But either way, an interesting map, so I'd like to talk about it for a bit. So our wind speed is a low of 2, a high of 20. So good wind speed. Obviously, you might want to have some solar collectors or batteries, especially since it's starting out a little bit low here. But overall, it should be fine. In terms of the way the map is laid out here, it's, you know, you have obviously your big ditch that the map is named after. Kind of StarCraft-like starting spots up here in the top. Although, again, this is a 6v6 and not like a 1v1, right? Or a 2v2. But, you know, you kind of have your 3 mech starting spots for a few players. Some down below as well. I believe, yeah, all the mechs are almost the same. I mean, some of them are like 1.9, 2.0. I was actually messing around with building my own map. And goodness, if anyone knows how and would like to share like tutorials and stuff, that would be super useful. That stuff is super difficult. You have to have like your metal map and your terrain map, and you don't really know how it's gonna look either until you import it into like the software. It's a pretty interesting process. So really props to everyone that makes maps. I know a lot are ported from other older games and recreated in this engine, but still props, I think. By the way, we are seeing some ticks being thrown out here for Delbar. Makes sense. High-rated player, probably going to be the only one scouting for now, it looks. I don't see any other pings on the radar, as it were. So they're going to be going for this construction bot, and the mechs is up there. Actually passing them. Never mind. Some mechs is built over here. They might get taken out by the commander too quickly. Yeah, that mechs does not go down. This tick will be annoying, although the construction bot could easily kill it if it was targeted to do so, but... too old for this. Might not notice that, or might not be aware of it. But either way, no mechs is going down for that left side. Nothing's been sent out against this right side as far as I could tell, so they seem to be doing pretty well. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing... We could actually be seeing vehicles here. It's a relatively flat map, and even with this major terrain feature here in the middle, as long as you're just pushing vehicles down from this point, it's not a big deal if they go up these ramps or not. It might be nice if they could be a little faster, but hopefully we'll be... Yeah, so there's a vehicle plant here from War Advocate who seems to be going down the middle, which is good. And again, apologies, I didn't make one last week. I was like coughing and stuff. Like, I could have made one, but it would have been... The quality would have been significantly reduced. So I decided it was better not to. I think that's the right choice, but... Either way... Exploiter here from Crazy Pie Guy. Interesting to see that early. Normally you don't see exploiters super early, even though that's kind of what they're built for in my opinion, but just because of that extra material cost. But it seemed to pay off over there, killing some sort of scout, it looked like. Right side, I mean, if this is like the middle line, they seem to be, yeah. The problem is this right side isn't pushing up here at all. So you do have Patrick's, oh my gosh, not the label. You have Patrick's up here. And then you also have, oh no, our salmon colored player has dropped out. They're still getting orders. I don't know if, I guess it's being played by an AI, although a player could take them, all their stuff at this point. Either way, they have pushed up over here. And this was a viewer submitted game, so if you guys would like to submit your own games, feel free to do so. I've decided at this point there's no way I can get to all of them at this point. I have a ton. So make sure the game you send is good. I'll check over it, and if it beats the competition, it'll be featured in next week's video. Yeah, I have a lot of backlog. Ideally, I'd like to get to all of them, but as the channel grows, it's becoming like less and less feasible, which is pretty unfortunate because I don't like rejecting like videos and stuff, or replays, but it is the way it is, I guess. Either way, yeah, it seems like the salmon player has stopped essentially doing anything. Really unfortunate there. We'll see how it affects the balance of the game. I'm assuming it's not going to be a stomp, right? I know how long the game goes. I don't know who wins. Maybe I could guess if I was forced to, but either way, I didn't notice these like holes here. Very interesting. Just terrain you have to avoid, I guess. Yeah, Delbar pushing up pretty decently here on this top side of the map. No one really going for the center, which is kind of interesting to me. You feel like, you know, it's the main feature. We get some action there early on, but not quite. Crazy Pie actually pushing up on the north side with Delboar. And War Advocate taking the south side of that ditch there. Are seeing construction vehicles go out. Overwatch is being placed. And the like. Carolan's moving out with some pawns, as well as his commander there in the center. Low power. Yeah, so obviously these players are newer. Upset sub Delbar, so they might struggle with things like the different ways that the economy is functioning. But again, he's also making an advanced bot lab here, so props there. 6-minute tier 2, definitely not bad. And Armada. We actually got a mix of Armada and Cortex this game, which doesn't normally happen with the higher ranked games because Cortex is generally thought to just be a bit better. And by be a bit better, I mean like no one chooses Armada in pro games, which is really unfortunate, but I have had it explained to me. I kind of understand. I still think it could be balanced a little bit better, but again, nobody asked me, so right? Laser towers, the double guard laser towers, absolutely destroying these poor peewees. And another one trying to be built there by those construction vehicles. And yeah, those pawns did not last long at all. You are seeing centaurs being sent out by crews, which means... Oh, do we have... is this a Legion then? Someone is building... Oh no, what color were those centaurs? Where did they go? Were they blue? No. Yes, okay. They're cruises. Where is Cruz? He is playing Legion then, isn't he? Yes, okay, so very interesting actually. It's odd I didn't notice this. So we do have Legion here. If you didn't know, there's like a secret, is it secret? I don't know, third faction in the game. There is debates over whether it's balanced or not. I haven't played it enough to know. I've only played it a bit, tested around with it. Centaurs seem to be pretty good. But yeah, they function similar to, I think their models are based on Cortex for the most part. They do have like these overcharged metal extractors, which extract metal for energy, which is completely busted in my opinion because metal is a capped resource essentially. Well, in the early game, metal's a capped resource because your energy converters function really poorly. But having like overcharged stuff like right at the beginning where you're like extracting so much more metal than everyone else, like double metal, is pretty crazy, right? And I do believe all of your stuff costs a little bit more for the most part, but still, you know. So we are seeing a Karkinos here, a medium dual weapon infantry bot. So we'll have to see how this Legion player plays. Very interesting game actually. So Centaurs gonna be moving back. Centaurs are pretty good. They are featuring that Hound model, although they don't have quite the range there, right? Yeah, no. They're definitely a shorter range kind of skirmish kiting unit with like a volley attack essentially. So pretty interesting. I was thinking about doing some multiplayer streams sometime once I get a break from school, and doing stuff like Legion or you know, having like some extra towers and stuff available would be kind of interesting because there's another setting you can toggle. I don't remember what it's called. By the way, it seems to be like we kind of have like a yin and yang going on here. So we have Delboar and Crazy Pie Guy moving up here, and then the western side moving up here. So Carolan's and Patrick. I'm not saying Patrick's. I'm sorry. Too much of not that. Yeah, this commander's standing a bunch of fallen units it killed, I guess. But yeah, this player still has not been reclaimed, which is super unfortunate. So that's a player that the left side is down. So we'll see how well they're going to be doing here. I have no idea. Pawn's going to be moving back with some Rocketeers, and we do have these Centaurs out. The fast assault bots are going to be really cool. No, they did not stand their ground. We have some more Legion bots coming in with they got shields and laser guns, which is pretty neat. I can't lie. Yeah, Centaurs maybe not be the best idea here. It seems like it's a little bit harder to mass them up, and also this guy doesn't have the best economy, which he was speaking of earlier. His mexes were being taken, although there is a mex right here. But either way. Oh, he's reclaiming it, dog. I guess War Advocate is kind of spread out across the map, but yeah, I don't know. The players are working it out, right? It always works out in the end. Top side here, we do have an attack on 2 old Forthis's little mini forward base here. So he has some medium tanks. He has some sentries built. Commander moving back. Radar tower providing a little bit of sight for these light artillery vehicles, hopefully. But these aggravators seem to be having their way with his forward base, basically. Rocketeers and stuff here. Delbar has also set up some laser towers. There's nothing to really go in and do damage against these medium tanks. I mean, if the medium tanks stay still and let them, yeah. But geothermal power plant blowing there. But yeah, Rocketeer bots are coming to an end. Unfortunately, their time is limited, and 3 of them do manage to make it out. And we do have some more Rocketeers coming in. Sorry, aggravators versus Rocketeers. I don't know. They perform the similar function, right? So they're also going to be forced to retreat and a triplet. Yeah, so the attack definitely destroyed this forward base here, but they weren't able to get to push through all the way. This gauntlet being created here lost a little bit of health there, like half of its health from that attack. Delbar being energy stalled here, so his laser towers aren't going to be working super well for him, which is never what you want to hear. So maybe get that commander starting to build some wind turbines or something, just for some quick power as the wind is going up too. So we should be stabilizing. Although, yeah, looks like these guys weren't much of a threat anyways, as they were taken out there by the medium plasma artillery. So that problem solved itself, I guess. Well, probably not a problem you really want to have solved by your opponent, right? And we do have another medium artillery here from Mick Gels, trying to get some shots off on these pawns, but they are patrolling the perimeter, so firing here would be good, but anywhere else, yeah, you're probably going to end up missing there. And Delbar is now the one under threat now, so there are some maces coming in here, Rocketeer, some pawns, and his commander's kind of just out in the open, but he has transitioned to tier 2 Armada bots. So he does have those hounds. He still has his good old Rocketeers. So he's going to be forcing these guys back. And yeah, tier 2 again is quite good. Not really going to be competing with it. Except for medium tanks, can withstand quite a bit of damage. I mean, these maces are doing pretty well too. Although some of these, not all these shots are direct hits, right? Yeah, and again, this ditch really has not seen any action the whole time. Which is really interesting to me, especially because like this blowing would be awesome, but we might not see that happen. The hounds are being pushed, and Delbar does not have the micro to move them back. They're holding their own for the most part, but yeah, they're most effective when you're kiting them, or kiting the enemy, I guess, right, with them. And Delbar is turning his commander about face, but yeah, the medium tanks aren't interested in him. They're going for Crazy Pie Guy's commander, who realizes he's in danger, going to be moving down, getting stuck against the medium tanks. They both should get out. There's only a few hounds left, as we do have Delbar taking up his economy here. I'm assuming, yeah, okay, so we have an experimental gantry from Lasagne at less than 14 minutes in. It'll be around 14 minutes when it gets done. So really impressive build from him. I don't know if this is like a smurf or he's just like practiced his build order to death or what. But he's got it on lockdown, which is really great. Yeah. And Delbar with the D-gun. So much energy gone. But he's, oh my gosh. He's going really negative there, I guess, from the D-gun still, right? Oh, no, he's still going negative by like a decent amount. I don't know what he's putting out here. He's trying to build an advanced mechs, but he should be building some power generators, stuff like that. But yeah, I've been seeing new players flex their like their time till nuke, which is awesome. I love seeing when people try hard, which is always such a weird term to me. Are you not gonna try hard? I don't know. I would imagine everyone wants to win. That's my mindset, at least. We do have Whistler trucks coming out, which are actually very good against hounds. They do they outrange them? 600 versus 650. So they don't quite outrange them. So maybe they aren't as good as I was thinking they are. But you could have a worse choice. At least they don't have to go super far inside a hound's range to start doing damage, which is kind of why they're so good at kiting, because they do have a pretty decent range right here. But yeah, plus the speed. I think hounds are a great unit, and I'd love to see them more. But again, Armada being picked is not guaranteed for the most part. But yeah, Delbar kind of alone up here. Crazy Pie Guy does have defenses back here, to be fair, but nothing like pushed up as far as he is right now. Which, like, defending this plateau definitely seems like a good idea. Getting some medium artillery up on this hill would be awesome. And we're really seeing nothing going on down here. What's being made? Okay, we're seeing a Titan here. So Lasagne is going Armada. And this is actually where I think Armada suffers the most. Is now, Thors are very good, and I particularly like Vanguards. But nothing can compare with the Juggernaut that Cortex has for Tier 3, which Armada just doesn't have. They don't have that extreme firepower late game, not to mention the nuke that the Juggernaut has, right? But Titan will still be very, very effective, as like half these guys are still fielding like Tier 1. So we are seeing aircraft, an advanced aircraft plant from War Advocate, and he does still have a vehicle plant and an advanced vehicle plant, so very interesting. There's lots of factories to speak of. But yeah, looks like Delbar has a broken here. Not surprising, he's barely hanging on. Oh my gosh, we have Vespiro, who we haven't seen all game with these Strat bombers, these Blizzards. So an advanced bomber unit there, which is awesome to see. And Crazy Pie Guy, unfortunately his defenses are being circumvented, sitting on a few Rocketeers, but he doesn't have the energy to power all these defenses, unfortunately. So we do have medium tanks still trying to make it through. But these Blizzards are being pretty effective when they're bombing down this line. Unfortunately, when they get this short horizontal, they're not as effective. But hey, they're doing the Lord's work right here. So it's very cool to see. Yeah, this is a great game. I really wasn't expecting this. This is awesome. So yes, the Blizzard Strat Bombers taking out those Stouts, those Whistler trucks. Was there a Janus in there? I don't know. Too old for this. Trying to run some medium tanks around. Did end up taking out, I don't know, something flew up there. I have no idea what they took out, but there's only 2 left. Scratch that. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. So the Blizzards were effective in the end. So that's great. That's awesome. So I guess everyone's learning they need to have some anti-air there. And this is actually a relatively small map. Maybe not super suited for 6 players. I'd say probably 4 players is how you want to play this map. But hey, a busy map always provides more cool moments, right? And Kev McGells, what do you need all that metal for, dog? Oh, for the power plant? Yeah, it would be for the power plant. As War Advocate is building his advanced aircraft. So heavy aircraft this side. Is there any on this side? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, as I was saying, like, these guys are still on Tier 1. And we have a gantry out here, which is like halfway through building a Titan. So his economy really isn't all the way there for this. But he's still rushing it out. He's still going. So if they push up a little farther, having like an extra like couple Tier 2 mexes feeding this would be sick. Because I'm assuming, well, it actually seems to be doing fine for metal. It's energy, actually, which he should be all the space taken up by trash. Yeah, he needs an energy economy, unfortunately. Going to be building an anti-nuke system, which is, yeah, kind of early, but still on time, definitely. Rather have it early than late, right? Yeah, as Vesperio was saying, they all need metal. It might be a little metal deficient map for this many people, but no worries. Sorry about that. I don't know what he did. But yeah, Delbar still with his commander up here, which gets more and more dangerous as the game goes on. And we have long range artillery. I saw like a Basilisk shot. It's coming from somewhere. Dang, my eyesight is really, really good. Okay, here it is. It's somewhere. Okay, yeah. So we have a basilisk up here. Another one being made from Damon Demine on 68, who really hasn't participated. He just took this trench and called it good, which is fair, honestly. No one's contested him. So you might as well not lose eco, right? But helping your friends up here might have been useful because, like, a breakthrough here could have happened if there was a little bit more stuff there coming through with too old for this. But the strap bombers might have still got them in the end, but they could have done some damage there. We had our jamming bots with some hounds and lots of Janices, which don't do well with AoE fire, which is exactly what Fat Boys bring to the table. Oh my gosh, and their front line. I mean, they hit hard. They hit hard. I mean, for tier 1 units, right? Taking out that Fat Boy there is pretty impressive. But, like, yikes, man. So many of them went down with, like, 2 shots. Yeah, Basilisk, what is it targeting? No, oh my, is it going for, like, an exploiter, dude? Has he manually targeted, or is he just letting it fly? Oh, he's just letting it fly. So, this isn't going to be super effective. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing some plasma barriers come up here. Oh, he's going for the commander, maybe? Going for that tier 2 mechs. And Cruz is wanting to push up, which we haven't really seen this Legion faction put in too much work quite yet. Karkinos, their dual weapon infantry. Has he built tier 2 yet? Yeah, so Legion of Advanced Bot Lab building incinerators, which is a heavy heat ray, and some shotguns, which interesting. All these interesting units. Yeah, Legion definitely needs to be tweaked. There's some stuff with it, but I think it'd be really cool if we saw like an official third faction come into play. I know it's not planned, and I understand why it takes a lot of resources to balance stuff. Like, and you know, everyone's just doing this for fun, basically, but it would still be neat. Fat Boy's taking a hit there from the Basilisk. And, yeah, Crazy Pie Guy's trying to swipe down through the center. If you saw that arrow there that I deleted, that was the goal. And these sumos they're putting in the effort, but there is no way they can. Oh my! Actually, a lot of this is light artillery, more than I thought. I thought most of it was medium tanks, and they're thrashing light artillery, which is to be expected. But I still don't think they're going to be able to make it across there. And we do have a huge nuke here. Well, there goes that whole army that was sitting there waiting to push in. And whose nuke was it? Yes, Vesperio has a nuke as well, so anti-nuke going to be targeting that. And unfortunately, sorry guys, I don't see where this nuke is, and I know everyone else sees it but me. Oh, here it is. Armageddon here from Patrick's has 48 kills now. And yes, they do have anti-nuke, just not where the nuke was hit, which tends to be how it is if the nuke does end up landing. And we do have Daymine on 68 pushing forward after he has been aggressed. But yeah, this left side is doing great, even though they had this player down like for the whole time. Strap Bomber going crazy. Oh my gosh. Looks like too old for this base was just entirely decimated here by those Strap Bombers. Sorry to not get that in full view, but you did end up seeing it, right? Yeah, medium tanks going ham, but yeah, obviously they're going to fail. And Lasagna has put out the Titan. Where is they? Oh, where is they? Where are they? Here it is, the Assault Mech. And yeah, too old for this is feeling pretty bad. So I think this north side is the way you're going to want to attack. Or this right side's going to want to attack. But yeah, the Titan pushing forward here. Going to be going through the ditch. Is this like a trench run like Star Wars? Very good. Look at me, I'm hip. I know references. And yes, we do have the trench run from the Titan mech. Absolutely just destroying these poor aggravators. Yeah, which is obviously to be expected. Taking very little damage. Only down to 97%. And, oh, Rattlesnake. I was like, what is shooting that? Very interesting. Yeah, nukes and anti-nukes going off. So nuke from the right side does hit. And then another one is hit from anti-nuke. So this is the barrier. They didn't really get much. A couple of maxes, I think. Nothing crazy. But now they know where the anti-nuke is. So the left side is not exposed as that right side was. And yeah, the Titan is sitting unsupported, even though there's stuff back here, which really hurts to see. Like, just throw the medium tanks in, man. Yeah, these fat boys are really gonna pick this apart if they're let to. Yeah, they do about 2% per shot, 2 to 3%. So having, like, how many of them are up here? 7 of them up here, 8, 9. Yeah, that's no good. That's no good. So yeah, down to 59% for this Titan, and dropping. And eventually Welders did end up pushing up. But yeah, Fat Boys have nasty AoE, and so they're going to be taking heavy damage. And they're not the most heavily armored unit in the game, so. Titan moving back for repairs, probably. It did get some kills there, but nothing crazy. And we do have Vesperios still in control of the air, with some stealth fighters there, tier 2 fighters. And looks like some more Blizzards. Only a few, though. Probably going to be gearing up for another base run. It seemed to be pretty effective here. Didn't totally take him out, but definitely took some pressure off this north side. And sumos are coming from Crazy Pie, as well as all these fat boys from Delbar. I don't know if he's going to be planning to use them, but they're taking some shots from these Basilisks, which is no good. Yeah, Basilisks can reach pretty far. Pretty far. He said build anti-nuke green, even though there's 2 green players, but it's fine. Fat boy still taking hits, no good. Another nuke coming out from this right side. Where is it? Where is it gonna land? Where's it gonna land? In a place with no anti-nuke. That's the answer. So we do have 2 ult for this. Hit again. Right after he said he needed help here. Yeah, it's basically over for him. He just has a bunch of 2-1 mexes and like a battery. So unfortunate. Unfortunate for him there. Basilisk still trying to do some damage. A Mex taking the shot there, taking the hit. But yeah, pushing through this north side is super feasible. But yeah, unfortunately, these guys up north here don't like pushing. Lots of fat boys going down there. Delbar taking much damage. And yeah, no anti-nuke very far up here. But in the back, it's mostly fine. You guys really don't like me, eh? Yeah, no, the sumos are wreaking havoc back here. Coming on this guy's dead base, and he's been dead for a while. Basilisk even targeting these sumos here, which, yeah, they're doing damage for sure. And looks like we do have Kiro lands coming in with a bunch of welders from their failed assault with the Titan. And yeah, as the sumos are encircled, they'll fight to their last. But yeah, there's no way out for them. Ooh, another push here with the sumos. You know, sumos are a lot better than I thought. I don't know if they got buffed, but they didn't used to do like any damage. Or I thought they didn't, but they're doing a ton right now. Yeah, and they are just waddling through this trench here. The trench run of sumos indeed. Very good. Has Cruz rebuilt? Is he he's got some cool units on the field. He's got some shotguns. Very nice. Pretty interesting unit there for sure. Oh no. Did I turn the music off? This is so unfortunate. Hold on just a second. Alright, we're back. I figured it out. Sorry about that. I pressed F6 and apparently that's the mute. I don't know if it muted it like on OBS, but it did my headphones, and that's no good. A random Aguirre here. The last left of his clan. We have 2 Titans out here, 2 Banthas out from Lasagna. I'm sorry, that's the name now. I apologize. A Gantria from Patrick. I don't know. It doesn't look like he's made anything with it yet. He's not constructing anything with it right now. He kind of has the economy for it. Maybe want some more energy there, but mostly doing pretty well. I'm building a pulsar up here. Not a terrible idea. Nothing's really come through on the south, though. So it's not a huge deal, but, you know, eventually they're going to push, right? Push up after that, Blues. Yeah, Delbar could push up. A lot of his fat boys are really, really hurting. Oh, he's talking about, yeah, all the construction turrets sitting out there. Will Cruz do it? Yeah, too old for this. Kind of giving up there, which you can if you want. There's no way. It would take a while. It'd take a while for sure. But you might as well, right? Anti-nuke coming out here, destroying a nuke from that left side. And Cruz is pushing up. There we go. He's got it. Well, pushing up a little bit. These shotguns taking on this south side flank with only a few being left up here. And what else is he making? An incinerator. Yeah, super, super slow for sure. They will be waddling out to the front line. I don't know if he's waiting for that. Maybe shotguns don't do it like a ton of damage or something, but hey. Who knows? Not me. Certainly not me. War Advocate with some dragons out here, the flying fortresses. And yeah, this right side's pushing back, you know. They've taken some hits, but they are trying their best. Screamer missiles coming out here, doing their best. Or Mercury, sorry. Screamer's a bit different, hits a bit harder. Yeah, Dragon's taking a bunch of damage there. They will be leaving the fight, or trying to just stay out of that range, but they can't really while engaging with this army down here. So the Sumos are going to push against all these welders, but welders are good against tightly packed enemies like this. So unfortunately, and with Titans coming in, yeah, unfortunately there's no way to win this for green, and these dragons aren't going to be too much of a help as they are taking significant damage from those Mercuries. Going to be pushing back. It looks like we do have Cruz pushing up. A couple shotguns arriving here on the flank, so we are seeing these Legion units get absolutely decimated by Tachyon lasers. That's for one. Taking out those construction turrets. And they have an opportunity to take out this commander right here, but Cruz doesn't notice. And unfortunately, there's some Titans there on the flank too. So Patrick's taking damage, does degun that shotgun unit, and they're wreaking some havoc. They're actually wreaking some havoc, but nothing crazy here, right? So we have 5 commanders for this left side, 6 on the right. Although I don't think it's counting this in the commander count. So I don't know. A couple of fat boys here being rushed by these welders, Centurions, trying to do some damage there. They're not going to be doing too much though, unfortunately. And yeah, Titans kind of are ruling the world right now. Cruz doesn't have anything to defend his base, really. He does have this incinerator here, and another one back here. Yeah, I felt like a nuke went off. I have no idea. I don't see anything. Oh, a commander did die. A commander for this left side team here. I don't know. Oh, it was just this trash one. So someone's commander, another person's commander is down on this side. Oh, it was too old for this. That's right. That's right. We did see that. We do have a Titan out here from Carolyn's, and he's also building some Armageddons here for some nukes, which is fair, honestly. And yeah, Incinerator, Heat Ray, trying to take out this Titan. How much damage can they take, man? A decent amount, it seems. So yeah, Legion unit's pretty cool. It is waddling closer, which probably isn't going to help it. And yeah, the Titan has started using the laser, and that is it for the Incinerator. But it did some good damage there, but nothing that can't be repaired, right? Is the main thing. So yeah, putting them up here I think is super, super strong. We do have Delbar up here kind of pushing with some fat boys. They're pretty injured, and we do have a nuke going down here. Don't think it scores on anything though. Yeah. Some more nukes being hit by anti-nuke. But yeah, looks like nukes won't be hitting anything or any bases anytime soon. Anti-nuke is still up. And again, it does regenerate faster than a nuke. So you need, I don't know, I forget the exact number of nukes you need to overpower one anti-nuke. It's at least 2, although it might be 3. So we have anti-nuke being built up here by Lasagna. Oh no, and we do have atomic bombers landing over here from Vespero, being taken out by some long-range anti-air. That's super, super unfortunate, man. Blizzard clipping through the ground. Yeah, these guys are taking heavy damage. Some are circling back. Well, they're all trying to circle back, it seems. But yeah, Some are just pushing forward. Looks like he did have some gunships there, but not able to get any damage done. And we have Dragons pushing through from War Advocate. Going for Patrick's Titan here. They are taking, again, damage from the anti-air here. Gonna be leaving the battlefield. A Juno nuke coming through. Not gonna be doing anything, but it's a pretty cool effect, so it's fine. And what do we got up here? Some welders, it seems. Welders, a Titan. Yeah, this stuff could break through. This stuff could definitely break through. We do have a Basilica up here, the long-range plasma cannon. Haven't really noticed that firing. What is it targeted on? Oh yeah, just these guys down here. It's all good. We do have crews pushing forward, so shotguns and heat rays trying to sneak up on this Bantha, or Titan, sorry. But yeah, they're not going to be able to get it done, unfortunately. And yeah, this Pulsar is having its way with these units, honestly, and the Titan is not helping anything either. So yeah, looks like we do have Carolans moving down here in the trench, which is pretty lightly defended on this right side. 2 Pulsars going to be built here eventually. There's some anti-air, but nothing huge. Nothing that's going to stop this. I'd say the Fat Boys probably want to come down. Just be ready. Oh, but a huge nuke coming through. Yikes. Taking out a lot of Carolans force there. The Titan's fine, because nukes don't do a ton of damage. They just do a ton damage in a wide area. But yeah, Titan is going to be retreating. He's lost his supporting force. And yeah, anti-air here still being very critical in the defense. A nuke is called for crews. Yeah, stuff could be taken out here too. Not super critical, but if you have the nuke, you might as well. I don't know if that was meant. Oh, there was anti-nuke here. Gotcha. I zoomed in. I didn't see it. But crews doesn't know that. Obviously, you can't see the enemy's anti-nuke. That'd be nice, though. Another Basilica being made as a red hot barrel. 14 kills. Not bad. And yeah, these Basilisks actually attacking this plasma deflector. And the Keeper is holding. I think it might eventually go down versus 2. Still pretty nice. Yeah, another anti-nuke hit there. Crazy Pie is calling Juggernaut for this left side, which, yeah, seems to be pretty accurate. We do have Damien, or is it Damien? I don't know. We have Damie here with this Juggernaut here. Kind of in the dark horse of this battle. You don't really see him too often, but when he comes out, he has like the Basilisks and the Juggernauts and stuff. He's ready to go. Yeah, another nuke coming down there. Ooh, yikes. Going to be taking out all those welders and medium tanks. And hitting that Titan again. So, you know, getting damage wherever you can is pretty important. But a Titan coming out here from Delboir. But unfortunately, they just can't compete with the Juggernaut. There's no way. And this guy's only slightly damaged. Down to 87%. Titan's doing damage for sure. And I think he's getting flanking damage there. Well, everyone is, right? So Atomic Bomber's there, getting some hits in. Oh, very nice from Vesperion. Taking that Juggernaut down. And Dragons are flying in as well. Titan's doing damage. And that is that for the Juggernaut. That was like the quickest Juggernaut battle I've seen in a while. Yeah, Atomic Bombers do go down from that, but it was definitely worth it. And yeah, they will be trying to res the Jug. He says res it, like they can do it faster. I don't know. Does anyone have res bots? They are newer players, so maybe not. Delboir doesn't have the res material. No res, no res. And Basilisk will be targeting this Titan down here from Delboir, which was critical in killing this guy. But looks like they're actually taking the metal and not resing it. They are salvaging it. Yeah, very good battle there. Very climactic. It's kind of like the calm before the storm. Nothing too much is going on now. Again, nuke is met with anti-nuke time and time again, as everyone is pretty much all fortified. This stuff up here isn't, that had the plasma deflector and such, but not a huge deal if it does get nuked. And looks like we do have Crazy Pie Guy on the offensive again with his sumos here, the cans, and supported by some tier 3 gantry units, the Shivas, and a tier 2 mammoth. Fortunately, they can't compete with 3 Titans. Wait, there's more than 3. 5 Titans here. It's just not going to happen, unfortunately. But he is holding back for now. But for too long, as the nuke does hit. And the Shiva is left alive by 1%, even though they're at the center of that nuking. It's pretty interesting. And they're salvaging that Juggernaut, actually. And Vesperio says, not a chance. So why is he bolstering his economy? He's at his metal cap. What is he building? He was building his own experimental gantry. I don't know. I think resing it would be a little bit more useful for this right side here. Crazy Pie guy with the grave robber trying to res it. Unfortunate. Yeah, it's really unfortunate when teams work against each other. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. And he's definitely not salvaging either. Oh, but the grave robber's gone. He's up here. He's done. Yeah, Basilisk's still trying to hit those guys, but yeah, they're not super accurate that far out. Well, they're not super accurate in general, but yeah, especially that far away, they're gonna have a little bit of trouble there. Wow, so flinging some shots across the map there. I didn't even know they could reach that far. They do have their limits though. They won't be able to get super far, like all the way at the end, but either way, a nuke coming out here from Vesperio. Assuming it's gonna be hitting these guys here. And it does hit a little bit behind him. And by a little bit, I mean like a lot behind him. It doesn't hit them at all. Unfortunate. Dragons coming out from War Advocate. We are seeing these Belchers, the napalm skirmish bots from Legion, doing heavy damage to those Titans. Well, I say heavy damage. It looks like heavy damage. There is lots and lots of fire going on there. And yeah, I think, again, these guys are taking damage. Smartly, they're focusing 1 Titan at a time, but a nuke does go out from the enemy team. 3 Titans coming out here from Dreboir. And our Titans actually going to win the battle instead of Juggernauts this game. Very good. Persecutors doing their job as well. Napalm bots kind of falling off there. The Belchers. But super cool unit. Glad to see Legion units any day. And yeah, Titan does go down. And no need for a nuke. No need for a nuke. That would just destroy your own units. Friendly fire and such. Yeah, very good. Nuke from the enemy. Going to be Lasagna is all out of Titans. So that was it. Going to be hit by anti-nuke there. Another protection site going up for Delboir, although the line of sight of this Basilica might just be eclipsed by this rock formation here, which is pretty unfortunate. And Delboir is pushing with Titans. Since this enemy just did push, that's a pretty good idea. I have no idea if it's going to work though. This Titan is pretty beat up. The other 2 are pretty healthy though. There's 1 Titan here from Patrick's. We are seeing these Belchers come out from Cruz again. It looks like the Basilica is able to shoot, at least for now, but there's too many plasma deflectors right now for that to work. Yeah, Titan does go down for Patrick's, but nothing unexpected. Yeah, I don't know. These 2 Titans really aren't going to be able to do it. Vanguard's in the back here taking pot shots. They're pushing the other side. Oh, he is pushing the other side. Very good. That's actually super smart. So Shiva's going forward for Crazy Pie here. As well as some Fat Boys in the back and some Sheldons for some supporting fire. Taking out that geothermal base. Pretty smart. And moving on to Carolan's base there. Anti-nuke and nuke. Another Jug coming out from Damien though. And that might spell the end for these Titans as they're trying to join the push on the north. As a Titan does go out from Patrick's. I don't know what for. If he's going to be attacking, he might be able to do it. I have no idea. Titans are being reclaimed here again instead of being rezzed. Shivas have met the Plasma Deflector Shield, and there is a Titan out here for Carolan's. Going to be taking out some Shivas, and yeah, he should be fine. He might experience some base damage, but yeah, these guys should focus on the base, definitely not on the Titan, because there's no way you're killing that with like 5 damage Shivas. Unfortunately, it's just not a fight That's going to be one. And, oh, a missile silo with, like, 4 missiles almost going down there. And another one with 3, but they are launching their missiles in fear of just being absolutely destroyed. Oh my gosh, down to 7%. But yeah, they're both alive. So 2 nukes going out there for the enemy team. And they looks like they're going to be hitting. Oh, because they're going like straight towards the ground. Does some damage to some Titans. But yeah. Delbor still pushing up there. Yeah, again, there's the enemy Titan there, but nothing crazy. Juggernaut has stopped, which is never what you want to do. Juggernaut should always be moving because they're big and slow. But I guess what happened to the last guy, he doesn't want to happen again. Yeah, those nuke silos were taken out. Gantry taking some fire there. Yeah, you definitely don't want that Thor to come up. Thors are nasty, and Carolyn's is almost dead too. If that plant blows while he's right there, oh, that would be sick. I don't think it's going to happen, but it'd be nice if it did. For the enemy team. I don't pick sides now. Dragons moving across the field for War Advocate. Sorry about that. I still have a bit of a residual cough there, so no worries. And yeah, Carolyn's base been pretty hurt, but there is still a lot of stuff up here like tier 2 and the like. His advanced fusion reactor almost coming up there. Yeah, Carolyn's retreating back to Too Old for This's base, who has managed to rebuild quite a lot actually. He's back to tier 2, which is definitely not bad. And Carolyn's is calling GG, which I don't know. You still have some damage you can do. That Jug, I don't know. There are a decent amount of incinerators there, but they take a lot of damage for sure. Nuke going out there for the left side. Hitting some stuff, nothing huge. And yeah, Too Old for This's base is wiped out completely. The commander did die there, and yeah, it actually might be over for this left side here. They are just kind of stuck in this corner, unfortunately, and that's quite a large front to defend. Fusion reactors going down there, and dragons continuing to wreak havoc. They've done very well this game, actually. I'm glad to see that air has been doing well. Incinerators pushing up the Legion vehicles, or bots, actually. I think these are bots. They're having a grand old time. And then by that, I mean like 3 lasers are barely hurting this Titan here. Another nuke going down in the trench there. Some Shivas on the outskirts trying to hit something. I don't know what they were building there, unfortunately. My mind is not as keen as it once was, but yes, these dragons are just flying through everything. Damien's commander going down, and there are 2 commanders left for this this side here, Lasagna and Patrick's, and they're both on the front line over there. Calamity trying to go up for Damien, but there's no way he has the economy to start firing that thing. And War Advocate says, haha. As his last dragons go down, but he contributed a lot. Those dragons were super, super effective, and his base is like fortified. He has lots of bulwarks, man. He's ready. But yeah, I really don't see a way for this left side to come back. And Crazy Spy is calling for the res. They don't have a lot of Titans this right side. They do have 3 over here, a few more dragons over there. This guy's being, yeah, reclaimed again. They haven't resed anything this game, I think. And we're seeing Striders come out, these fast radar bots for Legion, and they're just effective for Legion as they are for Armada, meaning that they're total crap. Well, actually, they take like 3 hits from a Titan, which is absolutely crazy to me. Holy cow, we do have the commander going down there at the very last one, and that is going to be game. Yeah, really good game, actually. Delbar doing everything. Yeah, Delbar did very, very well for himself, and honestly, that's a good game. A lot better than I thought it was going to be, which isn't to dog on anyone, but I didn't really know what to expect. The person who sent it in didn't really tell me, but thank you very, very much for them for sending this in. They didn't tell me their username, so I don't know who they were in this game, or they might have just been spectating, but it was a good game. Or I guess there are no spectators right now. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe if you can. And also, I do have that membership thing. If you'd like to join it, a few dollars a month goes a long way for me. But either way, thank you very much, and I'll see you all later. Adios.